right, so Meadowbrook Line Mountain, we're 20 minutes into the half. It's a 1-0 game. Meadowbrook is 4 shots on goal so far. Game started early, so we're a little behind. But just to catch you up, 1-0 Meadowbrook. Elena with a good throw in over Osmond's head. Devlin, we're going to get I believe a handball, inadvertent call there. So we'll have a direct kick. Line Mountain setting up, ready to kick as Meadowbrook turns around. Here's the ball, straight at goal. They've got a player, Ember Shields, and goalie had possession and was run into, but there's no call. So they roll the ball in front of Ember. Ember's going to take her space. She's going to pass over to the right. Alyssa, nice trap with the ball, turns middle. Tries to send a through ball. Goes off the defender from Line Mountain. Out to the outside. Erica's making a run. Ball goes over to the right in front of Beth. Defender sends it up to the offensive player. Canella does a beautiful job just shielding and stealing that ball. Herb to Osmond. Back to Herb. Over in front of Smith. Smith hustles to try to get there. Doesn't get there quite in time. Ball back to Schuler. Schuler's going to send this one through. Defender is over there. Tapped by Millet. Devlin making a run to the corner. Heading over on that far side over by the flag. Still in possession. Looking to drop. Being ridden out of bounds by the defender who takes it, taps it. But that ball's picked up by Millet. Millet looking for somebody now. She's going to make a turn on that side. Send the ball across, off the defender, and picked up by the goalie. So, punt coming out. Straight up the middle. Elena should be the first one there. She does. Nobody around. She's going to take this one, send it into Millet. Millet with the ball on the outside. She's going to turn again and make a run. Here she is. She's going to cross. She sends the ball across to just on that side of the goal. So, not quite deep enough. Might have been a shot. Goes behind that left side of the goal offensively. Goal kick coming out. Has Meadowbrook subs. Mel in for Ember. So we got Beth, Ember, Elena, and I believe Grace, yeah, over on that far side. So Grace comes up, ball gets pushed by her. Line Mountain in possession, sends a through ball off of that offensive player on the outside, one of the strikers. Ball off of, Osmond does a really nice job, smart play, kicks it off of Line Mountain, sends the ball up to Devlin. Devlin's going to turn with defense coming on. Try to send the ball to Millet. Doesn't quite get enough on it, so now Line Mountain in possession. Kaylee comes over to try to pressure. Millet a little late coming up. Grace, on that side. Gets a foot on it, but it goes out of bounds. So Line Mountain throw in front of the scorer's table. 18-10 to go in this half. Still a 1-0 game. So here's the throw. Throw to off of white, and so green throw now. Kaylee comes back to take this one. She throws the ball off of the head of one of the Line Mountain players, out of bounds over the bench. Picks up the ball again, looks to throw a second time. So here's the throw to the corner to Millet. Bounces over her, and I believe, no, they're going to get there and kick it off of Audrey. So this will be a goal kick. So Millet coming on and putting nice pressure on that pass, that ball all the way almost to the end line on the throw. So, you know what? It is a goal kick. Okay. Meadowbrook looked like they were setting up for a corner. And I guess they're going to call it a goal kick. So coming out, this one's going to go over to the defensive left side, our offensive right. Beth over there. Hustling over is Erica, putting pressure on the ball as Alyssa comes in. She's going to take the drop pass from Erica, pull it back. She's going to look to Beth. Beth now with the ball, with the pressure coming on. Looking to send it back up. She sends it in to Alyssa. Alyssa with the ball is going to cross that over. Coming up is the defender who kicks it straight up in the air. Osmond tries to get there, is unable to do so before the defensive player from Line Mountain. Ball dribbling across the middle. Devlin's going to turn, not get there in time. Goes out to Millet. Millet now. She's going to make a turn around that bottom left-hand side. And here she goes again. She's going to shake this one and up over the goal. So goal kick coming out again. Defensive player from Line Mountain setting up as Meadowbrook subs again. I believe it's Macy up there on the right side. Kick coming out. Up over everybody to the mid from Line Mountain. Goes off of her. Grace to the ball first. Kicks it over to the defender from Line Mountain. Line Mountain trying to possess. Takes that ball outside in front of the fans, and it does go out of bounds. Beth with the throw. She's got Canella over there. She's got Macy making a run. Bo goes off the defender from Line Mountain again and out of bounds. So Beth will take another throw. Actually, no, Alyssa takes this one. She throws it into Osmond, drops it back to Alyssa. Alyssa in possession, sends it middle. Not quite strong enough. Defender's going to tap that outside to the mid. Mid coming up. Beth is going to take that off of her and send it in front of Canella. Canella is going to get there but get knocked down. She does get it to Grace. Grace chasing after the ball. Defender is going to kick that out, and we'll have a green throw once again. So it looks like Alyssa hustling over. Here's the throw. Goes to the middle. Devlin with the ball. She's going to turn. Just tap it outside. Defender's going to try to get to it, but Kaylee's going to keep that and send it corner to Alyssa. Alyssa with the ball. She's going to send it back to Devlin. Devlin now looking to cross. She's going to send this one right in front of Osmond. A little too strong. Gets by her. Defender in the middle is going to take that. Line Mountain breaks outside. In possession. Coming up the field. Beth coming over. She's going to shield and let this one go out of bounds. And I believe we'll have two substitutions as Meadowbrook gets ready to throw once again. So Abby coming in now for Grace on that far side. So we got Abby and Mel, Ember and Beth. Beth with the throw into Alyssa. Does a brilliant job of trapping that pass. Beth now sending it to Osmond. Osmond with the ball. Turns, gets it to Devlin. Devlin looking, having somebody on her back. She's going to turn. She's going to try to break up the field. Sends a nice little ball in front of Osmond. Osmond in front of the goal, dribbling across the field. She tries to turn, falls down as she does so. Defender takes it. Coming up is Mel. It's going to pressure. Ball is going to be pulled back and sent across the middle. Canella hustling back. Nice through ball as Ember races with and kicks that one out of bounds. Number 17 in that foot race. Another substitution for both teams, subbing in pairs every 30 seconds or so. So now we got Sarah coming in for Beth over on the far side. Meadowbrook marking up on the throw. Throws back to number 10. Osmond is there to pressure. 10 trying to decide what to do with it. It's going to send that outside. Going to try to send that in front of 10. Ember's going to come up and send that one deep middle. Grace is the first to that ball. She drops it to Canella. Gets away from her. Defender or mid is going to take that, but Canella gets it back after she gets hooked. Two defenders. Osmond there to clean up that one. Tries to tap it through to Alyssa. Unable to get there, but Alyssa comes back and takes it. Over on the far right side trying to get that ball to Macy, but the ball is caroming back and forth off of each of the players. Right now, kind of like a ping pong match. Now to Line Mountain, now to Meadowbrook. Meadowbrook sends the ball through to the corner. Macy running on along with Grace. And ball is sent in with the defender. So the goalie can't pick it up. So she dribbles, but Meadowbrook doesn't put pressure on. So she kicks that over on that far side. Out to the outside player. Schuler's going to come over, get a foot on that. We'll see if she can keep it in. She does not. It's a white throw in front of the Line Mountain bench. Throw goes up the side to number 10. 10 gets a foot on it. Abby Schuler breaking outside. 10's going to get by her. Schuler tracking her down, trying to stop. 10 still in possession. Going to cross to number 8, who's going to take a shot. Emma will be there to pick this one up without too much trouble. So, still a 1-0 lead. 12 to go in this half as Meadowbrook with an early goal and not able to capitalize since. Have had a couple opportunities. That ball goes off of Emma's foot over to that left side. Audrey does a nice job of trying to trap. It does go off her foot, out of bounds. White throw again. Number 8 over on that side in front of Schuler. Abby coming up, pressure and ball, makes her go outside. Turns back inside. Abby takes the ball and sends it to Osmond. Osmond to Devlin. Devlin back outside to Osmond. Osmond with the ball up that sideline. Dribbling middle. Cross in front of Devlin. Devlin coming on the ball. Taps that ball in front of Grace. Grace doesn't get there in time. Defender gets to it first. Kaylee's going to try to track this down. She does. Traps it back to Alyssa, who does a beautiful job changing direction. Sends it over to Osmond. Osmond, Devlin, Canello in the middle. Ball is put out in front of Audrey Millett, but way, way too tight and way too far out in front of her. Goes right to the goalie. And at the same time, I believe we had an offsides call. So, inconsequential, here comes the kick coming out. There's the kick. Ball is off of, I believe, Line Mountain. Canella coming up to get to that one first. She's by herself on the left. She tries to get it over to Millet and goes to the defender on that side. So again, Canella is now going to cross over to Macy. Defender gets to that one first. Ember with the ball, nobody around. She's going to drop that into Maddie Osmond coming across the middle. Taps it out to Macy, who's unable to handle that pass. Ball goes out of bounds off the kick from Line Mountain, and so it'll be a green throw. Mass substitutions once again for Meadowbrook, as we are seeing Erica, Maddie Fosna, and Elena all come in, as Sarah and Alyssa and Macy come off. Also a single substitution for Line Mountain at the same time. 10 minutes, 12 seconds to go. Still a 1-0. Little confusion as to who is subbing in and subbing out. So Melanie's going to come back, and she'll take this throw in from the defensive position as Ember drops back to cover. Ball's thrown into Grace. Grace is going to drop it to Mel. Mel doesn't get there in time as the ball goes out of bounds. So Line Mountain throw over in front of the fans. Here's the ball as number 17 tries to push up. Osmond with a foot on that ball over to Devlin. Devlin back to Osmond, a little behind. Osmond back to Herb. Herb looking for somebody to send it to. She's going to send a ball in front of Devlin, but too strong. Line Mountain in possession, sending the ball back. Erica pressuring. Defenders are going to break out to that far right side. She has a couple of options. She's just going to rip that one up over everybody's head. Abby will be to that one first and shield the ball as it goes out of bounds, so it's going to be a green throw as more substitutions come in. I think Sarah now for Mel. So it's a green throw. Kaylee in front of the Line Mountain bench. She's looking for Osmond making a run. She gets a ball to her. She's going to turn. Has a lot of field in front of her. She puts it in front of Grace running on the ball. She's going to turn and kick that one to the goalie. So ball is up in the air. It's going to one bounce. Elena does a great job of just sizing that one up, trying to send it over to Abby. Ball to Maddie. Maddie Osmond in front of the goal. She's going to rip this one, trying to put it at the top left corner, and it's going to turn on her and go out over on that left-hand side, but I believe the goalie touched that before it went out, so I think we're going to get a corner kick out of this one. So Kaylee over there for the corner. Here comes the kick. Eight minutes to go. Ball is right dead center. Goalie's going to come out, and she's going to catch that one. Audrey was there, unable to get in front of it before the goalie got to it. Rolls it out to that outside mid. They're going to dribble past Abby Schuler. Schuler's going to come back and try to stop the progress. She does by kicking the ball out of bounds as Meadowbrook resets. Ball's passed back. Line Mountain looking for somebody to send the ball to. So they trade off a couple of people, and here comes the throw as a couple of players make runs after the substitution, one of whom is running off the field. So there's the ball up that far right side offensively. Left side defense for Meadowbrook. Abby Schuler has the ball. She's going to try to keep that outside, goes off of that offensive player, and so it is a green throw. Abby looking for someone. She's got Kaylee up the side. We'll see if she can get there. She gets a head on it. Drops that one right over in front of Osmond. Osmond's going to kick this one. And we'll see. Millet able to run on that one before the flag. Gets there, turns, looking to cross, taps it over to Devlin. Devlin now in the middle. She's going to rip this one, and it's going to get kicked by one of the defenders from Line Mountain, so she doesn't get a full kick on that one. Kaylee comes off the bounce and tries to stop that pass. She does. Got a defender on her back looking for somebody to send it to. She's going to send it back to Ember, who does a great job of communicating there. Ball back up over to the right side now. Sarah is going to kick that one off the side of her foot out of bounds. White throw now coming in from the fan side. Here's the throw up to number 10. Goes through both of them. Ember is there. She sends it up the middle. Maddie Osmond does a nice job of trapping that one with the defender coming on. She's going to pull it back. Defender's going to take it off of her. Sends it to her outside mid. Osmond chases it down, gets it, but then it ricochets again off of that player from Line Mountain, who's grabbing and holding and pushing and gets that ball. Meadowbrook with the ball, kicks it into the middle. Still trying to gain possession as Fosnot and Grace both at the ball at the same time. Ball is finally kicked across the field where there's some space. Smith kicks it past Devlin. Ball comes back out to Osmond. Devlin now with the ball, taps, nope, keeps it. Breaks right, gets tripped, and kicks the ball off of one of the players from Line Mountain, and it'll be a corner for Meadowbrook. So we're now down to 5:32 in this game. Oh, I guess it didn't go off of us as they give the ball to Line Mountain again. So that ball's out of bounds. It'll be a green throw over here in front of the bus. More substitutions. So Alyssa coming in now for Grace. And 2 substitutions for Line Mountain. Still 1-0. Down under 5. Throw will come from Sarah. Throws it to Alyssa. Alyssa shields, goes by her, on into Erica. Ball to Osmond. Osmond's going to kick it left in front of Canelo. Canelo to Devlin. Devlin back to Smith. Smith up to the middle. Devlin coming on, trying to take the ball off the defender, pressuring. Ball is tapped to the other defender on that side. Osmond steals that one, but doesn't get it wide enough to mill it. Over to Abby Schuler, sends it back up, but the defender gets that one again and sends it over Abby's head. A little miscommunication between Elena and Abby, but Abby does recover and get there. This one is sent up over the defender's head. Audrey Millett running on. Defender coming out. Audrey battling with the defender, drops it back to Canelo. Canelo coming middle, sends it back to Millett. Millett runs into the defender. Ball goes between the two of them. Second defender comes over. Now Alyssa's going to rip this one, and the goalie's going to be there to catch that shot. Kaylee Devlin pressuring that shot very nicely. Gets kudos from the coaches. Here comes Smith to Schuler. Schuler to the mid from Line Mountain. Schuler right back up in the middle to Millett now. Millett's going to turn outside, going towards the flag over on the far side. She crosses middle. She's dribbling. Defender comes over, kicks it off her. Here's Audrey with a shot right to goal, and it's going to come out as a punt. So punt now over to that defensive left, offensive right side. One bounce. Sarah's going to size this one up, get to it first. She tries to get it to Osmond. Osmond able to get a foot on it. Drop it back to Herb. Herb out to Smith. Smith back to Osmond. Osmond back to Herb. Herb with the ball. Goes outside to Canella. Canella by herself. So they found a place to enter. She's going to cross this one in front of Erica. Unable to get a foot on it. Wouldn't have mattered. She was offsides anyway. So really nice possession by Meadowbrook on that one. Ball back and forth. Just sort of lost track of where they were. But more goals definitely coming if Meadowbrook can continue to work together like that. Canella with the header. Coming across is Maddie Fosnot. Fosnot crosses over, tries to get it to Millett. Millett there, Erica there. Drops back to Devlin. Devlin with a bunch of people in front of her is going to rip this one left, and it does go in. So she drops that one into the bottom left-hand corner. Goalie unable to get there. So that'll make it 2-0 for Meadowbrook with 2:40 to go in the half. That's a big goal for Meadowbrook right now, as they were nursing a 1-0 lead, unable to extend that after multiple shots. Beautiful possession, beautiful passing. Kaylee taking some time and being patient, and puts that one in the bottom left-hand corner with just enough pace to get it past the goalie. So Line Mountain drops the ball back to their mid. Number 10 making a run up. Millett pressuring ball. Devlin takes it off of her. Heads it over to Audrey Millett. Audrey Millett sends that one to the middle. Not enough on it to get it to Canelo, but misses. Erica comes up and gets possession with Fosnot breaking through. Fosnot coming on. Mid-defensive player from Line Mountain. Sends that over. Devlin with the ball again. Sends a nice little through ball in front of Erica. The defender then clears that all the way out over on that far side. So Kaylee will go over and throw this one in with 2:03 to go. She's looking for somebody. She's got Audrey. She's going to send it to her in the corner. Audrey's going to shield, turn inside, drop that one. Well, she tries to get it there. Goes off the defender, which goes off Kaylee. Kaylee with the ball. She's going to send that opposite side. Fosnot's there for the goal. So 2 quick goals as they work really nicely in possession up there. So it's 3-0 after a 1-0 score taking us all the way in for the first 35 minutes of the half. Meadowbrook able to drop 2 quick goals in the last 2 minutes here and extending that lead. So, substitution now. Maddie Fosnot is out. Ellie is in. Erica on the front line up there, along with Haley. So Audrey Millett is out. In the midfield, we still have Devlin and Osmond and Canelo. Defensively, we're still looking at Schuler, Smith, and Erb and Egger. So, white throw in front of the Meadowbrook bench. Ball back to Smith. Errant kick. White throw over in front of the cars on that side. 1:15 to go in this half as Elena Shields. Ball goes by. Ember's going to kick that right to number 10. Ball up in the air. Osmond's going to come back. She's going to break this one outside. Smart play by Maddie just to clear that one out as the ball is bouncing around in front of the goal a little too much. So here's the throw in. Schuler pushing out, does a great job getting to that ball. Devlin now takes the ball off of that opposite side, 40 seconds to go. She's going to send a through ball. Erica is going to get called for being offsides again. So 38 seconds as there will be a kick from the spot of being offsides. So kick coming out. There's the ball up the middle. Goes to number 10, who does a nice little pass out on the outside. Schuler pushing out. Smith trying to get there, not in time. Schuler's going to take a slide tackle and get rid of that one, but the shot's still going to happen with 6 seconds to go in this half. That'll wrap up the first half. Meadowbrook with a 3-0 lead. We will be back in about 10 minutes. All right, so here we go in the second half. Lime Mountain in possession, and the shot up over goal. So 3-0, 38-59 in the half. Meadowbrook getting an initial push. Lime Mountain answering and coming straight up the field. So 3-0, Meadowbrook out shooting 8-1. Here's the ball outside to Mel. Mel with possession and a lot of space. She's going to take it. Send that ball to Canelo, who's going to turn. He's going to take the ball against the defender. Send a through ball to Fosnot. And that's a little too tight, but Osmond's going to track this one down. Defender does a nice job of turning, sending it to her teammate. They go back outside. Send it out in front of their offensive player, number 17, who's come all the way back. Canelo's going to track that one down. It's going to go out of bounds. I think it'll be a green throw. Yes. So Mel will take the throw in front of the Lime Mountain bench. Into Canelo. Back to Mel. Mel tries to get it middle to Osmond. Doesn't quite get it there. Over to Devlin. Devlin drops this one in front of Osmond. Miscommunication. A little too strong. Ball back in the middle for 19. And nice job in possession. Through ball. Elena comes up and stops that progress. Ball bounces between the two of them, now outside over on that far right side. So it sounds like, or looks like, Lime Mountain made some adjustments here at halftime, possessing the ball nicely, sending it back and forth to their teammates, and moving into Meadowbrook territory a couple of times now. So white throw. They're going to go to the corner. Over on that far right side, number 8's going to take it, and she's going to jockey with Abby, try to pull it back. Abby, she does get around it, and she does send that to the goal, but Emma's going to be there. No real threat from any of the Lime Mountain players. Emma brings that out of the box, and she's going to kick this one over on that defensive left side. Millett, first two, misses. Ball bounces to the defender from Lime Mountain, to her teammate. Millett tries to pass it to herself up the field. Ball is cleared over to the outside, but doesn't get out of bounds, so Millett's going to turn on this one. And defender's going to kick it off for Millett now, making a turn again. Kicks it off the second defender, number 10, trying to clear this one. Working frantically. Devlin comes over, is going to pressure this ball. And doesn't get there in time as they lift this one up over top. And there's nobody out there as Elena and Looks like Schuler's going to send this one back to Emma. Emma's going to come up and clear this one over to that other side. Alyssa's first two, gets the header. Abby in the middle, battling for that ball. Goes to number 5. Osmond pressuring, errant pass off of Canelo. Osmond now with the through ball a little behind Maddie Fosnot. Maddie comes back for it, and she'll take this one on her own. She's breaking towards goal. Defender's going to come over and poke this one. Maddie not going to get there in time, and it should be a corner as it went off the defender. No, it's called a goal kick. Okay, so Maddie shielded because the ball had gone off white. Didn't try to save it because she knew she was going to get a corner out of it, but it's a goal kick coming out. Ball is cleared middle. Osmond will be first two. She's going to take this one, trap it nicely, send it over to Osmond, or send it over to Maddie Fosnot. Defender's going to step in and take that one. Ball gets cleared past Canelo. Mel is going to come over, pressure that. Osmond, beautiful job dropping it to Herb. Herb all the way across to Devlin. Devlin back to Smith. Smith over to Abby Schuler over on the far side as Abby comes over and gets there in time to send the ball up the field and off of White, so it'll be a green throw. Millet looking for somebody to send the ball to. She's going to hand that one to Devlin, and she's going to go occupy the corner. So Kaylee looking for Abby. She sends that one in to Abby. Back to Kaylee. Kaylee looking, turning, sends a ball. Beautiful ball for Millet. Millet coming on. Going to pull that with her left foot. And doesn't quite get it in front of goal, but great effort by Audrey Millet. Here's the kick out. It is a nice kick over on that far side. Devlin puts that one on the ground right in front of Audrey. Audrey keeping possession. Going to drop it back to Devlin, but the defender steps in front and kicks it to number 10. 10 to Kaylee now. Kaylee over on that side is going to drop it back to Schuler and get wide. She decides to send that up the middle right to number 5, who's going to clear this ball. And Elena back to Abby. Abby gets there in time, drops it to Millet, but not quite enough on it as the defender comes across and tries to clear it. Smith to it again. Elena sends that ball to number 5 from Line Mountain. Schuler into Osmond. Osmond to Devlin. Devlin looking for somebody to send it through. She sends a through ball to Audrey Millet with number 10 coming on. She's going to shield nicely, try to possess, unable to do so. 10's going to try to rip this one, and she sends it up the sideline, but Schuler's there. Goes off her foot out of bounds. Going to be a white throw going the other way. So here's the throw up that far right side in front of the fans. Ball goes in front of Kaylee. Kaylee steals it. Defender coming over. She's still in possession. Ball goes up in the air. We'll see if Millet can get there. Is unable to do so. Going to be a white throw. Oh, no, it's going to be a green throw. So Kaylee will take this one again. Substitution for Meadowbrook with Abby coming out and Ellie coming in. Abby Schuler coming out and Beth coming in on the defensive left side. So here is the throw from Devlin. Looking for Millet's going to one drop that in front of Millet. Audrey coming to. She's going to. So green throw. She sends it to Kaylee. Kaylee in front. She's going to get 1 foot on that. One bounce right in front of Ellie. Ellie coming over. That ball's kicked up in the air to the defender. Number 10 to number 5 to 26. 26 to 8. But Osmond's going to tap that one out to herself. She's got Audrey Millet coming on. Audrey with the ball is going to try to send it center. Unable to get it through. Goes off of 10. Still battling with 10 in the corner. She's going to turn and send it to her teammate, number 26. Millet comes over, gets in front of that pass, does a beautiful job of pressuring. Osmond coming up. She's going to put it in front of number 26 to number 6, or 10 to number 6. 6 runs into Beth. Devlin over to Smith. Smith up the middle to Ellie, off Ellie's hip. Number 10 now with the ball, looking for somebody to send it to. She's just going to rip this one up the middle. Kaylee will get there, get a foot on it. It's going to go off her. I think that's going to make it out of bounds, so it'll be a white throw all the way up in front of the Line Mountain fans. 3-0, 32-10 to go in this game. Here's the throw up the middle. Lena coming out, doing a decent job, putting some pressure on that one. Ball is kicked all the way through into Emma, who's going to clean that one up and come out the opposite side and drops the ball in front of her to Ember. Ember tries to get a through ball to Canella. Canella does a nice job trapping, breaks middle, puts it in front of Osmond. Osmond coming on with Ellie on her other side. She's going to send a ball through It's way too strong, way too tight, and didn't put quite enough on that one to get it out in front. So goalie picks that one up and sends it right back out. Here comes Beth. Beth with the ball off her knee, up in the air. Osmond coming across, reading that ball, does a beautiful job. She has Ellie there. She lets Ellie take it. Ellie back to the defender, pressuring ball, running through. It's Ellie coming through with number 10. Number 10 is going to turn that back in front of 2. 2 is going to try to take her space with Foz not pressuring. Devlin comes over. Ball's outside to number 5. 5 looking for somebody. She's got 6 on the outside. Decides to go middle. Kicks it off of Osmond. Devlin back in front of Smith. Smith all the way over to Canella. Canella pulls it back. Beautiful move. Sends this ball outside to Foznot. Foznot looking middle. Sends it back to Canella. Back to Foznot. Making a run on that far side. Here she comes. Defender coming out. She runs right past the ball. Defender takes it from her. Coming up on Mel now. Mel coming up to pressure. She's able to stop it. Keeps the ball in possession. And still in possession of that ball is going to send it off of the defender from Line Mountain and take the throw herself. So she's got Foznot in the corner. Foznot with the ball is going to drop that back to the defender from Line Mountain takes it. And that ball is sent all the way back up to Ember Herb. Line Mountain not pushed out. So that ball is going to go straight to the defense from Meadowbrook. Still in possession. 16 tries to get in front of Herb. Herb takes that one back across to Smith. Smith looking for somebody. Makes a nice pass over to Audrey Millett, who takes this ball, turns, and heads towards the goal. She's going to take a shot. It's going to go wide left for her, wide right for us. So Audrey with a nice thought. Tries to put that one in a tight spot. Pulls it just a little too much. Goal kick coming out for Line Mountain now with 30 minutes to go in the game. 3-0 lead for Meadowbrook still as the defensive player repositions the ball. All the way to the far corner of the box. Here comes the kick out. Ball up the middle. Bounces over everyone to Ember. Ember's going to get a foot on it and have it taken off of her by the offensive player from Line Mountain, who's going to turn and run. Mel's going to come over and aid, and she loses it as well as the Line Mountain player makes a turn in the corner. She tries to get middle, runs through Mel, drops it to her teammate, gets past again. Osmond's going to come over, and she's going to stop that one and then go get the pass from Ember. Out to Canelo on the outside, who breaks middle, loses ball to Line Mountain. They now in possession again, outside, inside, in front of the goal. They're going to rip. We'll see if this one lands on top of the goal. So that one bounces just over. Thought that one had a chance to drop just inside the bar, and it was close. And Meadowbrook could find themselves in a 2-goal game very quickly with a shot like that. Mass substitutions yet again as Audrey Millett comes off the field. Mel comes off the field. So offensively, we're looking at Grace and Ellie and Grace right now. Devlin with the ball in the middle. Going to possess and send it outside to Beth. A little too strong. Ball is going to go out of bounds for a throw for White. So throw-in goes to Elena, who runs through, tries to get to it, unable to get there. Grace coming back, pressuring that ball. Goes out of bounds, going to be a green throw. Kaylee will come over and take that throw in. 28 minutes to go in this game. Devlin makes the throw up and over. 26 going to put that on the ground. Devlin with the ball, gets a foot on it, sends it center. There's Ellie. Ellie tries to poke it back to Maddie Osmond. She does. Osmond back to Smith. Smith all the way across over to Erica, who's going to run up on that ball. Send it back to, not sure on that side. That's, looks like Sarah. Back to Herb. Back to Emma. Emma coming out the far side as Line Mountain pushes out. She's going to rip that ball right up the middle. Osmond tries to get there, unable to do so. It goes to Canelo, who's going to turn, send that outside to Sarah. Sarah back up the middle. Canelo running to the ball. Osmond there as well. Both of them miss. Ball goes back to Line Mountain in their possession. Number 8, battling with Sarah and Ember. Ember's going to clear that one out in front of the bench over in front of Line Mountain. So ball on the outside. Line Mountain pushing up. Here's the throw to the corner. Off White. Going to be a green throw coming the other way. So it looks like Sarah will make this throw. We got Canella over there along with Ember. She throws to Ember. Ember tries to get it out to Alyssa, and it goes out of bounds. So White throw back up in that far corner. Ball to the corner as Ember comes out. She stops that one. Alyssa now with some space. She's going to pull back outside. She's going to kick that one up to Grace. Grace coming on. She's going to kick it past the defender, and she is going to go with another defender coming over who's going to take that off of her and break outside herself. She turns, goes the other way, stops, pulls it back, looks for a teammate, still in possession, still dribbling, sends it right up in the middle, and Elena's going to come up and get that one. Now Osmond is going to send a through ball over in front of, nope, does not get through. Devlin's going to clean that one up. Grace is there. She's going to turn and take possession of the ball. Drop, nope, doesn't quite get it there. Defender comes over and takes that one, sends it to number 27, 27 to 26. All the way across the field to number 7. 7 looking, jockeying, or sorry, that's number 1. Ember going to pressure that, and Sarah comes over and takes that ball. Alyssa again looking to go outside. She does. She sends a ball to the corner, which goes out of bounds, and it will be a white throw now. So defender over on that side is going to take this throw, send it up the right side, left side. Ball goes off of white, will be a green throw. So Alyssa will take this one. She's got Grace and Ellie to work with up front. No, she does not. She has Macy and Grace to work with up front now as Ellie goes off. So here's the throw. It goes back to Sarah. Sarah with the ball, tries to go up the right side, kicks ball out of bounds, and we now have a white throw. Actually, that went off of white, and so green throw, and they're pulling it back. So we had a deflection there. That ball gets thrown back to Ember. She traps nicely, sends it outside to Sarah. Sarah tries to trap, misses ball, goes off of her, out of bounds. White throw coming the other way. 13 with the ball in front of Meadowbrook's bench. Sends it up to Canelo. Canelo drops that one very nicely in front of Macy. Macy running on. She's still pressuring. She gets a foot on that. Canelo coming in. Nice tap. She's got a shot. She's going to take it, and it's going to go out on the far right side. So really nice job by Alyssa there. Saw the opening, just pushed it a little wide. Still just 3-0 here in this game with 24 minutes to go. Meadowbrook yet to score in the second half. No score, in fact. Osmond in the middle. Tries to send it back up to Alyssa. Sends it to the mid from Line Mountain. Devlin pressuring. Coming over. There's Grace with the ball. Here's Kaylee. Kaylee looking to send this one back. She does. She sends it to Elena. Elena tries to go middle. Mishits and sends it to the mid from Line Mountain. Line Mountain now in possession. Defender over to number 10. Number 10 to the outside. Number 21 coming on. He's going to send this up to her offensive teammate. Striker over on that side. Devlin's going to step in, kick that one out of bounds, and it's going to be a white throw over on the far right side. So here's the throw. Up over everybody except for Beth, who puts a foot on that one. Sends it right back up into the middle. Elena coming over is able to stop that one. Osmond to Devlin. Devlin stops and tries to collect that pass and has it taken from her by the mid. Ball is sent. Oh, dear. Elena kicks it back with Emma coming out. Emma recovers, goes over and gets the ball and sends it out the right side. So here's Sarah now. She does get by. She's got one player to beat. She sends a ball through to Macy, but Erica's going to run up on this one. Defender's going to take it from her, send it back to number 10. Number 10 now with the ball in the middle is going to send this ball all the way across to number 26, who's got some space out in front of her. So here comes that ball on the outside. Grace is going to pressure that, which means Beth gets there in time to take that one. Number 10 is going to come over and clean this one up. Break outside and deposit that one over the Line Mountain fans. So it'll be a green throw over here on the side by the concession stand. For those of you listening online, there is a family night tonight here at Meadowbrook after the game. There'll be some food trucks if you want to come on out and enjoy some food. If you haven't made dinner yet, feel free to come and partake. So throw in coming from Kaylee. Kaylee looking for somebody to send it to. She sends a nice ball into the corner for Erica. Number 10 is going to come across and not be able to save that one. So now we've got Erica, Haley, and Macy up front as Kaylee with the ball. She's got Osmond in the middle. She's got Millet at the mid position on the far side as Canella takes a break. So here comes the throw from Devlin, looking for somebody. She's going to send this one out as far as she can. Ball's going to get kicked out by number 10 again. So now we'll have a throw a little closer to the corner. Again, Kaylee looking for somebody to get this one too. She's got Haley on the front side. She sees Maddie Osmond making a run. She sends it to 10, who kicks it up in the air. Erica's there. 10's going to try to get a foot on this and passes it to number 27. 27 tries to get by Grace and is unable to do so. The pressure, that ball goes out of bounds. So it'll be another green throw as Kaylee takes the ball on the sideline again, looking for a teammate. She's going to send that to Osmond. Osmond now is going to turn middle. She's going to send that over to Abby Schuler. Abby's going to send that back outside to Devlin. Devlin now with a little bit of space, looking for somebody. She breaks middle. She's going to put a foot on this, but too late. Goes up in the air after the mid from Line Mountain steps over and gets a foot on that. Haley back to Kaylee. Kaylee now looking for somebody. She drops that one back to Abby. Abby in the middle. Ball goes off of her. Mid coming up. Number 20 is going to get a foot on that, but it doesn't get past Sarah on that far side until 26 gets it back and makes a second pass, which they're unable to save right in front of the Line Mountain bench, so it'll be a green throw over on that far side. So throw-in is back to Elena. She's unable to get to it because there's not enough on it. 8 all by themselves coming out. Ball gets away from her. Emma does a beautiful job of coming out and picking that one up. She made her nice read on that because 8 was all by themselves racing towards the goal. Uncontested. The throw not enough to get it to Elena, and so number 8 astutely observed and took that ball and ran with it. So that ball is rolled out to Abby. Abby's going to kick it dead center. Nobody there for Meadowbrook. Devlin will come up and take it off of the mid from Line Mountain. She'll send a through ball to Millet that doesn't get through. So can we call it a through ball? Here comes the kick from Elena, who's now going to successfully get it to Millet, who does a hop and a skip. Ball goes under her foot, out of bounds. Off of White, I believe. Yes. So this will be a throw from Audrey Millet over on that side with Macy making a run to corner. She sends it to Erica. The ball goes by. Erica pushing. Ball goes to the middle. Number 10 now with the ball, who has cleared many balls out of that middle for Line Mountain in this game. Ball goes to the outside. Grace is going to get there first. She's dribbling, trying to get past number 27. 27 takes it from her and drops it back to number 21. 21 to Kaylee. Kaylee looking to make a move. She's got pressure from 21, looking for somebody. She's going to break up the side, and teammate is going to kick it right off of Kaylee, who takes that one right off the chest, and she's regrouping and just getting her breath. So still 3-0, 19:33 to go in this game. So here's the throw, up over everybody. Grace is there. She's going to trap this one and goes between her legs. She cuts back, tries to keep it, and ball's kicked out of bounds by Line Mountain. And we have another substitution as Kaylee goes out. Alyssa coming in on this far side. 19:05. Scoreless second half, 3-0 lead for Meadowbrook. So Audrey pushes over to this far side as Alyssa comes in and pushes her over. Here's the throw from Grace to Audrey Millet. Millet to the middle. Osmond not there in time. Grace coming on. Ball in the middle. Kicked center. In possession is Line Mountain. They're going to send this ball all the way across to number 17 over on that far side in the corner. She races, tracks it down, breaks middle, crosses the ball in front of her teammate. Abby Schuler gets a foot on it. Ball up in the air. Audrey Millet is second too. She's going to get a foot on that and send it to Erica, who wisely just gets out of the way. Number 10 now in possession for Line Mountain. Breaks to the right-hand side. Sends it to her teammate on the outside. Misses the ball, but then breaks back to go corner. She gets Pie Grace. She's going to cross this one. Emma is there and gets down and cleans that one up. So, ball coming out. She chooses to do with this one. Looks like it's going to be a punt this time. That ball is going to go dead center. One bounce up over number 10's head. So Audrey will push up. See if she can get this one. Actually, that's Erica. Pushing up on this side, 10 to 24, 24 to, oh dear. That was one of the parents over there. I think got their hands up in time. So Audrey comes over with the throw. Meadowbrook subs in Mel for Sarah and Abby. Didn't catch who the other person was that came in. I think Beth might be back there on the defensive side of things again. So a nice throw up over everybody. Erica running to the ball. Ball goes out of bounds off of White again, so it's a green throw once more. So Audrey Millet pushes up and takes this one. She's got Haley and Erica. Osmond running too. Osmond trying to shield. Doesn't do so. Mid takes it, kicks it up the field. 15 sends that up in the air, tries to get it to herself, goes out of bounds, and so it'll be another green throw. So we'll see Grace with this one as we get another substitution in the defensive side of things. That's going to be Ember coming in for Elena to give her a break. Down to 16:55 to go in this game. Here's the throw. Ball is on the ground. Audrey kicks it off of one of the defenders from Line Mountain. Erica battling on the ground for the ball. Haley is there as well. And it's going to be off-white, so green throw. Here comes Audrey. She's going to send ball corner. We'll see if Haley can run this one down. 24 is there. Tries to kick it off of her. Does not do so. Ball still in bounds. So Maddie Osmond's going to come up and get this one to Audrey Millett. Audrey's going to break middle. She's going to cross this ball. Meadowbrook with 2 players there. Here comes Alyssa. Alyssa to the left. She's got a right foot. Kicks it off of the defender from Line Mountain, and ball is out now. Number 17 pushing out. She's going to come up. Beth is going to get a foot on that and stop. Macy actually goes off the side of her foot. So out of bounds, white throw in front of the scorer's table. Throw in goes off of Beth, who gets a foot on that one, sends it back to the middle, gets sent back outside. Ember comes up, tells Beth to slide back. Ball out of bounds, white throw. Number 31 hustling over in front of the scorer's table to throw this one in. She goes corner to her teammate. It breaks up the sideline. Beth looking to stop. She does, but is unable to. No, she does. Okay, yeah, there was a call. So it is out of bounds. And it will be a white throw. Halfway between the bench and the flag over on that offensive left side. So there's the pass to the middle. Line Mountain first 2, little ball through. Can't see who that was. I think it might have been Ember who's on the ground. No, actually I believe it might have been Mel. So she has a nice save as Ellie comes back in up front. So it'll be a white throw. 15 to go in this game. 3-0 lead for Meadowbrook in this scoreless second half. So ball is thrown. Meadowbrook defense is successful in clearing that one out as Beth sends that one out in front of Maddie Osmond. Maddie Osmond's going to send this ball up in the air. It's going to bounce 2 times, and the goalie is just going to clean that one up. So ball is punted out. Maddie's first 2. Grace coming up, not going to get there in time, but Mel will. And Mel is going to send that outside to Grace. A little too strong. We'll see if Audrey can get there before. No, Line Mountain first 2. Audrey coming up. Ball is deflected off of her. Beautiful through ball by Maddie Osmond with perfect touch as Audrey comes up looking for somebody to send it over to. She crosses back. She gets her right foot on it, takes the shot herself, and that ball is to the left of the goal. She had Ellie coming on along with Macy on the far side. So here comes the goal kick. 13:58 to go in the half. Defender kicks that one far left. That one goes past Macy and up the side. Beth is going to come over. She misses, so the ball's still going Line Mountain's way towards the corner. Line Mountain with 3 pushing up as Meadowbrook hustles to get back. Ember, of course, coming over. Kicks that one off of the player from Line Mountain, not once, not twice, but 3 times before she clears it out to Alyssa on the side with Line Mountain coming on. She kicks that ball as far as she can. Goes to the defender from Line Mountain, who now is going to break middle and try to get a shot on this one. Waiting. No opportunity as Meadowbrook pushes out and gets in front. Osmond now battling with number 2 as she pushes back and dropped back to number 2, who's going to send this ball over to her teammate. See if she gets there. She does get there in time. Stops, lifts. Emma coming out is going to catch that ball, and she'll clear it. So Meadowbrook not doing much by way of offensive possession so far. Ellie to number 14, back to Ellie, back to number 5. Number 1, ball outside to number 15, who's going to turn and go up that far right side. So here we go. Number 15 is off of her, so it'll be a green throw. Grace is going to take that one. So let's see. We got Maddie Fosnot in on offense now. We have Grace up here in the front as Kaylee comes back in. So Haley, Maddie Osmond coming off. So Fosnot and Grace up front with Ellie. Here's the throw. Audrey Millett, first 2, gets ahead on that one. Back to one of the players from Line Mountain. Drops it to her teammate back outside. Oh, she slips and is able to keep that one in somehow. So now through ball. Emma will come over and clean this one up. as actually it goes down the hill. So this will be a goal kick coming out. So shots on goal now 8-4. Has Line Mountain having the majority of the shots in this half, according to the scoreboard. Here's the kick out over everybody. Ellie first two. Yeah, she comes over. That ball sent back to number 2. Number 2 is going to break up with that ball. Defensive player who's pushing up on her. Actually, that's just a mid, I believe, who's pushing up. Kaylee's going to send this one over to the far side. Too strong, out of bounds. White throw, number 24 takes this one. So here's the throw. Up that far side to the flag, there's Grace. She's going to stop. She's going to break inside, send it back out to Audrey. A little too strong. Audrey able to get a foot on it, though. So here comes Maddie Fosnot, who's going to pull this one out in front of Audrey Millett and Ellie. Audrey pushing on. She's going to pressure, and 2's going to take it from her. Off of Maddie Fosnot, who's going to get a foot on this off the side of her foot. Again cleared. This time Grace is going to send this one back up into the group. Maddie looking for somebody, decides to try to pull it over to Audrey, doesn't put enough on it. Now Grace again. As Audrey looking where she's at, trying to stay on sides, looks like she's doing so. Ball goes off at number 24, and so it will be a Meadowbrook throw as more substitutions come in. So off the field is Beth as Abby Schuler comes in, Sarah coming in for Grace on that back line. Devlin and Canelo and Millett at the mid positions at this point. Canelo making a run. Devlin coming through as well. Heads the ball up to Canelo. Maddie back to Devlin. Doesn't quite get there. But Maddie is there to clean this one up, put a left foot on it, kick it, and it goes behind the goal. .9:47 to go in this game. 3-0 Meadowbrook. Kick to the middle. Fosnot pushing up. See if she can get there. Not able to do so in time. But Millett can, and a little too strong, so it's going to go out of bounds, so it'll be a white throw. Number 10 with the throw. Sending this one up that far side. I don't think it ever made it inbound, so this will be a green throw from the same spot. So Audrey Millett, as Fosnot makes a run, goes off of her to the corner. See what she's able to do. She's going to turn and kick this one behind the goal. With Ellie coming on, she's got Millett and Devlin over on this side to drop the ball to. Ball coming out. Millett first 2. To 28, to 24. 28 up over everybody. Her teammate number 8 is going to make a nice move to the left. Second move doesn't quite get past Mel Eger, who does a beautiful job of just shutting that one down. All the way across to Sarah. He tries to send that up to Canelo. Canelo misses. Hecker this time again, all the way past over to Grace. Gonna bounce out of bounds. I think it's gonna be a white throw. I don't think green or white touched it. Eight minutes to go. Here's the throw. Here's the throw back to number 2. Number 2 with the ball. Grace putting pressure on. Ball to the middle. Canelo coming over. Back to the outside. Trying to send that up that far side. Grace, or the ball off of Sarah. And so out of bounds and throw for white. 21 with the throw to the corner. Believe, yep, Sarah coming up. She's going to send that one middle. Ellie will be the first one too. Gets a foot on that. Tries to poke it over to Grace. Doesn't quite get it there. Now Canelo is going to come over and send that middle to Devlin. Devlin looking for somebody. She's going to break left with possession and some room. Sends a nice ball. Good touch. Little too strong as Audrey Millett runs on that one. Goalie comes out and picks it up. Punt is up. Mel first 2 gets a foot on that. Does a beautiful job trapping that one. Sending that outside to Alyssa. Alyssa breaks back middle. It's Alyssa with only number 2 there. She's going to send a nice through ball for Millett. Millett coming on. Ellie with pressure. Number 10 trying to clear. She's able to do so out to number 2. 2's going to break to that right side and send it over, but it's not going to go far enough as Abby puts the ball in front of Maddie Fosnot. Maddie breaking corners, going to keep this one in bounds. She's going to turn. She's got multiple people. She puts a left foot on that. It goes up and past the goal. Beautiful ball across the front of the goal. Ellie and Grace both there, but not quite in time. So now we've got Maddie Osmond coming in for Ellie, which means Audrey Millett will move back up front, center on offense, flanked by Maddie Fosnot and Grace over on the far side. Ball goes off at number 1. She kicks it up in the air. Devlin is going to get a head on this one, drop that one right in front of Millett. Millett looking for Canella. Canella on the outside. She's going to break back middle. Gets away from her. Defender comes in, or mid comes in and takes that, kicks it outside. But Alyssa's going to track that one back down, take that over and drop it to Hecker, who kicks it to number 1, and 1 is going to take it the opposite way. So Herb covering as they overlap. She's looking to send this up the outside and does so, doesn't quite get it up to Alyssa, so that'll be a white throw over there in front of the Line Mountain bench. Throw to the middle, 5:42 to go in the game. Here comes the offensive strike to the middle. It's errant. Devlin's going to stab that one and send it over to Alyssa. Alyssa does a nice job of getting that off the rebound, sends a strong pass over to Schuler. Schuler swings and goes off the side of her foot. Tracks that down, gets there before it goes out of bounds. Does a nice job getting that to Maddie Fosnot. Maddie's going to break up on the outside. She's got Kaylee with her. She's still dribbling. One's going to come over and battle with her for this ball. We'll see where it goes. Fosnot with it. She's going to drop it back, but no one is there as Millett comes on. She does get a foot on it. She's battling for possession in 3 white players. Fosnot's going to come over, put a right foot on that, and send it directly to the goalie, who gets down and in front, cleans that one up. 3-0, out that left-hand side. Sarah first 2. Off of her, out of bounds, white throw. More substitutions to come as Elena Smith comes in for Sarah. Mel switches over to that defensive right side, and Line Mountain with the throw. So here it comes. Mel first 2, off of green, off of white. Not sure who went off last. Yep, green. So white throw again in front of the Line Mountain bench. Here's the ball out in the middle. There's Osmond to Canelo. Canelo breaks outside and breaks a couple ankles in the process. Puts a beautiful ball over in front of Dietrich. Dietrich now pressures. Ball goes out of bounds as the defender comes over and kicks that one out as Meadowbrook pushes up. We got 4:19 to go in this game. Here's the throw out to the middle. Millett is there. She traps that one. Throws right. She's going to get a right foot on it. Tap it past a couple. Still battling for possession. She's there. She's going to put a left foot on that one, and it's going to go right to the goalie. And here's the kick as Dad agrees. So ball in the middle. Smith off of the head into Osmond. Osmond over to Fosnot. Fosnot's going to turn and try to break outside. She does. 14 with pressure. She's going to get past. She's going to pull that left foot across. Does a beautiful job crossing the ball, but no one from Meadowbrook there quite in time. Grace running on, but to no avail. 3:35 to go in this one with a Meadowbrook 3-0 lead over Line Mountain. So here comes the kick out as more substitutions come along. Here's the kick out in front of the Meadowbrook bench. I think it's going to make it. It does. So it'll be a green throw over on that far side. Alyssa taking this one as Erica makes a run. Mel is back. In the middle is Maddie Osmond. She's looking for Osmond, who makes a run. Does get it to her. Osmond stumbles, loses the ball. Line Mountain not able to kick that one well. Devlin back to Mel, sends that up for Erica, runs on, gets a foot on this as number 2 is going to again break over to that far side and take it up that left side. Sends it to Mel, who drops it in front of Canella. Canella one touches past 2, breaks back in the middle, tries to send it to Osmond, unable to do so, but the ball gets kicked out of bounds by Line Mountain, so it'll be a green throw over on that far side. So here's the throw to the corner. Millett working against Line Mountain, and it's going to be a corner. So Kaylee will go over as Meadowbrook sets up. Erica in the middle. Audrey on the front post. Actually coming to the back post. Alyssa deep, and Maddie on this back side. So here's the kick. Drops it nice in front of the goal. One is going to get a foot on that. Alyssa had a nice beat on it. Didn't quite get there. Osmond puts that ball on the floor or on the ground. And it's cleared by number 2. Up and over to Mel. Mel now with the ball. It's going to kick that one off of the offensive player from Line Mountain who was pushing out. Mel to Canelo. Canelo too strong, out of bounds, white throw in front of the Meadowbrook bench. 1:39 to go in this game. 3-0 lead for Meadowbrook still. So here's the ball. Mel's going to take that off of her, give it to Osmond. Osmond to Herb. Herb tries to get it to Devlin. Doesn't put quite enough on it, but Kaylee does get there off of the rebound off of the Line Mountain player. Through ball for Maddie Fosnot. Coming across. Millet does a great job getting there. Tries to rip one, hits it off of the defensive player, Erica, trying to get it over to Audrey again. Unable to get there. Defensor is going to take that one. Alyssa pressures, errant pass. Osmond unable to get a foot on that one, but the ball's back out to Mel. 56 seconds to go. Pass over in front of Alyssa is too strong. Gonna go out of bounds. White throw with 50 to go. So Line Mountain kind of takes their time with the throw, sends it in. Canelo pressuring. Here comes Erica. Erica to the middle. Audrey coming over, number 10 with the ball, looking for somebody just to get it out of there. She's going to dribble it herself and then send it up to Osmond. Osmond now with the ball. Breaks center. 25 seconds to go in this game. Sends that one across to Devlin. Devlin, one touches to the left. She's going to tap it outside. She's got Maddie Fosnot in 15 seconds. Drops it back to Kaylee. She's got 12. Tries to break it outside. Devlin drops it all the way back to Schuler. Schuler with the ball. Sends it to Devlin. Off Devlin, out of bounds, and 5 seconds to go. So Meadowbrook will not get another shot off. That, my friends, will be the game. Thanks for watching as Meadowbrook goes scoreless in the second half, 0-0 against Line Mountain, but had enough from that first half to win 3-0. We'll see you again next week. Enjoy your weekend.